All right, so trying to locate the septic tank. Ended up being a whole dig up the sewer line and replace it. And I think our problem was this stuff was crushed. It already had cracks in it. And the plumber that we had come out here couldn't even get through that. And it was standing water. So he thought the tank was right here because this is where it was crushed. And he couldn't get through there. So didn't also have a good enough drop there. So I'm gonna put a better drop in, a slope. But over here you can see our tank. Still have to get a riser, but I want to go ahead and get this sewer line in and the water back on so we can use the bathrooms and showers inside. But get a slope here up to here, and then all the way down there. I went all the way to the house because that's where that black pipe went to. So I'm going to be able to tie into that up there. And how I'm doing it is I'm running a string to get a fairly straight line over here. And then I need from there to here is about 44 feet. So I need about 11 inches drop from there to here. And how I'm going to do that is I have a laser level and I'm going to shoot it across here, and then wherever it hits I'm going to measure down 11 inches to get this point over here. And I have to wait till night because I can't see it coming across here. So I think it should go in pretty good. Right here, as I said earlier, the pipe ran off that way, was still about 6 inches high here. So I'm probably going to be at the bottom and give it a good better slope this way before it goes down that way. And then I shouldn't have any problems with the slope going down that way. That has a pretty good slope. I did also ran into the water line. The water line went across there, and you know, we were debating on trying to do it by hand. I was like, no, that water line isn't that expensive. I'll just bust that water line and go ahead and get this digging done and replace the broken water line, because yeah, not digging that by hand. So got the line for that to hook back up, and we'll be ready to go. All right, it's at nighttime, but I got a flashlight out here, but I wanted to show you guys how I was going to figure out the slope and how I was going to mark it. So I got me a little leveler out here, laser leveler, and you can see that it shows all the way around and even all the way down there. So I got a pretty good straight line, and I got it right at the bottom of that pipe. So then I want the drain to go all the way to the other end. And I got a stake in here. So I got my string up. But I had put a stake in here. And you can see that right here is level with the bottom of that drain. So I think it said it was a 1/4 of an inch every every foot. So from that drain to here is 44. So I divided that by 4. And I got 11 inches. So the minimum that I should be doing, or around, is 11 inches down when I mark it. And that should be where the bottom of my drain is going to be. So, and then once I get that done, then I'll be doing the same thing down there. And I actually don't have to do any of this because it's going to go right to that hole, and it's going to tie in right up here. I thought I'd show you guys how I was doing it. I had went through and piled some little pieces of mud right here to make it more straight. Got a pretty good little drain of pee and water coming out of there right now, so it's flowing pretty good. Decided I'm going to do an elbow here, 45, and then another 45 right here instead of using a 90-degree elbow. So that's what I'm going to do. Use two 45s right there. Alright, we called in here and got the line supported, dumped some dirt in there, remeasured with the laser, and had to drop, since these things are 10 foot. Every 10 foot we had to have it drop 2.5 inches. So we just went ahead and measured from there to that coupling, and that coupling to this coupling, and so forth. And then the problem is when we get here, they had this so steep. So we're putting this back in the same steepness. So now we're just gonna fill this in, and then I still gotta find something to do a riser. I think I'm gonna buy one of those double walled culverts that's, you know, like 15 inches, because that's only about 10, 11 for the hole. So I'm gonna put a culvert on there and fill it in, so I'll have a riser. And then I fix the water line. And the water is already back on, and they're already in there using it. And it seems to be working.